We're often told, you can't make this stuff up. Well, of course you could. You can make anything up. But why would you have to? The whole sick script is writing itself.
Is doing the surveillance and actually doing what I call germ games, where you practice. You say, okay, what if a bioterrorist brought smallpox to 10 airports? How would the world respond to that? That there's naturally caused epidemics and bioterrorism caused epidemics that could even be way worse than what we experience today.
See, we live in a strange time, a time where the President of the United States has been briefed on the fine art of hollow visual virtue signaling by wearing a ritualistic shame muzzle as he walks alone down the steps of Air Force One, only to take off said muzzle to greet a crowd of people and come in close personal contact with them by shaking their hands, getting in their faces for a brief conversation, and snapping close-knit pictures for photo ops, while fake stream media looks the other way and never challenges the clear hypocrisy. Makes perfect sense. And if you disagree, well, you must be a right-wing, bigoted, dangerous white supremacist that should be placed on the no-fly list and have his firearms forcibly removed. Welcome to today's America. Stay tuned for more clips cataloging our insane trek toward the fall and decline of the U.S. empire.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Before we get started with today's video, remember Mad Magazine before they went all woke on us? Among other aspects of life, they would hilariously use satire to mock and expose both the left and right political parties. Well, there's another magazine that's light years beyond that. 100% independent Flip City magazine. I personally think they're better than Mad because they pull no punches. They'll take a stab at not only Klaus, Great Reset, Schwab, Gill, Final Solution, Bates, and St. Anthony Fraudstey, but they'll give you the bad and the ugly about Dennis Zio Prager, Charlie Kirk, and Dan World Economic Forum Red Flag Law Crenshaw. It's an uncensored free speech magazine from great artists and writers that you're going to love, treating woke like the joke it actually is. There's really no magazine like it. Support these free speech heroes. Go to flipcitymag.com and get a subscription today. The link is in the description.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
Good afternoon. I'm Kathy Crump. This is BGTV BB News. The time is past inflation. I'm quadruple jabbed, and here are the headlines. Cases of a new virus called monkeypox have been reported. This has nothing whatsoever to do with the new WHO health treaty. Symptoms include excessive banana eating, throwing your own shit, and going, Thank you for watching. I've been Kathy Crump. This has been BGTV BB News. Stay stupid.
Do you think it's okay if a teacher wants to have drag queen story time for a kindergarten class?
I mean, yeah, sure. It's just like any other story.
Okay. What do you think the benefits of having drag queen story time is?
I mean, it teaches kids about being gay, and it teaches them about being different from other people, which is helpful in the long run.
Yeah, it's whatever they want to do.
Okay. And what do you think the benefits of that are?
Well, I mean, going out in the world not knowing this stuff is can be not scary, but it's something that people should know about, no matter what the age is.
A lot of other states are heading toward increasing diversification, toward demographic changes that mean a less red state future for them.
I really think because of demographic changes in this country, I think that the Democratic Party is going to win Texas moving forward, and the Democratic Party is going to be in power for the next 30, 40 years.
Texas have had on this sort of long-term project of trying to take some red states across the Sun Belt and flip them blue as demographic changes are taking place there.
And the demographic change that's happening in America right now gives the upper hand to Democrats.
COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. What we have seen so far, it's corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. We're now seeing mass surveillance systems established even in democratic countries, which previously rejected them. And we also see a change in the nature of surveillance. Previously, surveillance was mainly above the skin. Now it's going under the skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet. Above all, they want to know what is happening under our skin. What's our body temperature? What's our blood pressure? What is our medical condition? Now humans are developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. I know that in recent years we saw populist politicians undermining deliberately the trust that people have in important institutions like universities, like respectable media outlets. These populist politicians told people that, say, scientists are this small elite disconnected from the real people. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, this, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
America's a death cult. I mean, we're insane. America's a crazy place. You talk to people that live outside of this country and they're like, what is going on? You guys are insane.
Yeah, we're Mad Max here.
America's nuts. America's just out to lunch nuts. Jimmy's going live. I don't give a fuck if Jimmy's going live. Hospitals are full with unvaccinated COVID patients, Jimmy. If you have a stroke, a heart attack, God forbid you were Steph, get injured, heart attack, whatever, car accident, they might not have bed space for you. And that's where I'm mad at the anti-mandate left, because I thought the left was about we're all in this together.
Does the vaccine protect you from the fucking virus or not?
Now they're talking doctor talk.
Okay. And if it protects you from the fucking virus, if it's good, that so much so that you're going to make someone else take it, then why don't you fucking believe it protects you? Why do you need someone else to take something to protect you? If it protects us, then you're protected if you took it, right?
Right, but again, it comes back to the hospital beds. I mean,
so now do you change? But that's the different argument.
Me, Graham Elwood, I'm
Yes.
vaccinated. So if I'm around an unvaccinated person, I'm less likely to get it. I'm less likely to have severe symptoms. And more importantly, I'm less likely to get hospitalized. That's why I took the vaccine. No, because you're thinking about just me. I'm thinking about we.
No.
That's the difference.
Working together isn't ordering people to take a medical procedure that you know is going to damage them.
What's Jimmy going to talk about today?
You would mandate everyone get the vaccine, right? If you had your way, you would mandate everyone get it, right?
If I had my way, I'd mandate it?
Yeah.
I would hope everybody would do the right thing.
Yeah, but would you if they didn't?
Yeah, I would mandate it. There, you got me. Oh, you got me. There.
I'm just asking you a straight question, Graham. You can't make someone else take a medical treatment to save you, because it doesn't.
You don't care about other people dying, it sounds like. Or go watch those fucking culty idiots over there. Morons.
And so, since 40% of the country is unvaccinated, and let's say Omicron is a lot worse, and Delta and Omicron together cause this perfect storm, so 40% of the country doesn't want to get vaccinated, and they shouldn't be mandated, okay, according to you. So 40% of the country is unvaccinated, all right? So that's 3 times 4 is what, 120 million people. So then they're all, the majority of them, or a high percentage of them, or even 1 to 3% of them, which is a lot of people, are in all the hospitals. So all the hospitals are overrun. So all those people die. You don't care if they die. And then all the people that die because they didn't have COVID but couldn't get access to a hospital, you're okay with them dying too?
So you're just making up numbers because the hospitalization rate is 0.89%. You just said 1 to 3%.
Okay. No, 120 million people. That's the 40% unvaccinated times 0.08. That's your number. So maybe my numbers were too high. 10 million, 10.8 million people in hospitals. You don't think that's going to cause a disaster in this country?
Graham, so you're saying you should mandate a vaccine because of hospital beds?
Yes. Appreciate you having me on the show. And you're my friend of 30 years, and I love you. And you were my friend before you had a YouTube show. And if you've lost everything, which I would never wish upon you, I would still be your friend. If you stopped doing this, you became a gardener, I'd still be your friend.
Jimmy's stream crashed? Oh, thoughts and prayers. That's weird. I wonder why. One of his BMWs hit the router?
We're both passionate because we give a shit.
That's right.
That's why we're lefties. We
That's
care.
right.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Motherfuckers.
And I just can't believe how wrong you are.
Oh, God, Jimmy, I just can't believe you don't give a shit that 10 million people are going to die. And you're like, ha.
Shitbird.
Like,
I can't believe you turned into a Nazi.
What did you fucking say to me? Who fucking said this shit? What fucking idiot said something stupid?
Yeah, right.
You're such a fuck.
Fucking Graham.
It might be a good idea while you still can to convert your fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. Use my link in the description and get $100 off instantly for this survival food. Do it while you still can because, guys, I cannot guarantee that they're going to have this available in the future.